Hey, what's up everyone? Morey Croson here, and today we're going to be going over how to have a quick release when throwing the football, and we're going to start the video right now. This is the newest edition of the Performance Lab.
Reach your individual goals. You don't want to just talk about straight line speed. We also want to talk about your ability to be quick. We break down your video. Let's make you into the quarterback I know you can become.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go over a couple drills, couple exercises, couple ways to help you in being able to get the ball out of your hands faster. It's really going to put a big focus on the load, going to put a big focus on the wrist position. And if this is one of the first times you watch one of our videos, I really recommend you go ahead and click the thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel. We're constantly posting videos that talk about how you can improve your overall quarterback mechanics, be able to throw the ball further, more accurately, how to be able to better utilize your whole body in the throw. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. So big thing that I would say here when it comes to the release, and I think what's important is, we want to be able to have this action on the football as the ball's coming out of your hand, okay? And so just even working on this, right, and just being able to get that action as you're releasing is going to be the first thing that I would start off with when it comes to improving your release time. The next thing that I would do, and I'm going to use another video camera here, so when we're going through is really working on the load. Okay, so what we want to be able to do with the load is, one, we don't want to let that nose of football get away. Okay, we want to be able to get the nose of football either going straight back, slightly in, or slightly down. Main thing is we got to keep this wrist position neutral. Okay, so when we go here, we start to break the wrist. Okay, we can keep it slightly broken inwards here. So when I go here, it's not perfectly aligned. You can see how it ends up being slightly bent here, right? But we don't want to end up really bending at the thumb. You never really want to bend thumb side here. We really want to be able to, the best of our ability, maintain more of that around position when it comes to releasing fast. Okay, when we start to being able to throw the ball further, we do want to get that a little bit more of a thumb side bend. But for the sake of the video, if we end up throwing the ball with a lot of time, if our release needs to get better, we want to try to get rid of too much bending here and really try to either stay neutral or be able to come down here. So just working on the load would be the second drill that I would say to help improve your release time. The third drill to help you improve your release time is working on being able to get around the football, right? So I'm here, I'm in my whatever load position I'm going to get into, right? And I already have my feet in kind of like a rotated position, so my hips are already kind of coming around, so I'm already in that kind of planted position here. And then I'm just going to work on being able to get that nose of the football around, right? So I want to be able to work on the release, okay? I want to be able to work on my load. Then I want to work on being able to get from my load to the release position and try to minimize that as much as possible, okay? So that would be the third one that I would say is we're here, okay? And then the fourth kind of drill, and this isn't really a drill, but it's almost like more of a concept, more of an idea, more of a reason why you're going to have a longer release time, is that front foot. So typically what I see, because I'm big on kind of pushing more of like and it's a little bit unpopular, but to be able to get a little bit further step, right? I don't think that having a short step is going to be very effective. I'm bigger on being able to pick up some ground here, right? But what happens is a lot of times, especially with like deeper throws or when you're really trying to put a lot on the football, so not only is the release long, but also the amount of velocity that we need to be able to put on it ends up being higher, then it's natural to have a little bit longer release time and a little bit longer stride, but it is a problem when you start to take too much time with that foot off the ground. So number 4 is an issue, or it can be a drill, is working on just getting this foot down, right? Step, get the foot down. Step, get the foot down. So when you get into your third 3-step drop, whatever, step, get the foot down. Okay, throwing it to the left, step, get the foot down. Okay, so when you guys end up going with these crazy steps where it's like out and then in and then throw, those guys all end up having longer releases. So number 4, get your front foot down. Get that step down, okay? And you could work on that too, right? Just work on being able to load and get that step down, but that concept is just important. So number 1, wrist flick. Number 2, work on your load, okay? Make sure that we have a good, and I just work on this, right? Like this is how I get and make sure I keep my wrist in neutral. Number 3, wrist around, okay? Number 4, get that foot down. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple, I'm going to go through a throw just so you can kind of see what my release looks like.